Alright guys, we are back for more of my 400 subscriber special for Come and Party with Nick. We just played some Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo 64 and that was a whole lot of fun. So, for our next segment, we are going to be playing Wii Party from the Nintendo Wii. Let's jump right into it. Alright, so as for which mode that we're going to play here in this segment, Nick requested me to do spin-off. Alright, so anyways, let's go with one player, and there's my meal ready to go. We'll put the computers on advanced, and we're taking on Takashi, Michael, and Ursula today. Alright, let's have a good game. Yeah, we know how this works. Alright, so all of us are going to start with $500. And we'll put the bank at $500 to start off as well. Alright, time for the first round. And we start off with $300. Alright. Alright, now let's go to Takashi. It's going to be triple for the bank. Alright, Michael's up. $500 for the bank. Alright, now it's Ursula's turn. And she lost $300. Alright, moving on to round 2. Alright, it's going to be double for the bank. So right now it is sitting at $2,800. Alright, let's see what happens with Takashi this time. Alright, 4-player bank battle. So we're going to be playing for $2,800. And let's see what kind of minigame we're playing. Old zombie tag. Alright, this one should be fun. Alright, let's go. Crap! I was trying to move up right here, but unfortunately was moving too close near one of the tombstones. So we unfortunately couldn't quite win that first minigame right there. But at least it's early, so we shouldn't be worried too much. So Ursula gets $2,800 there. Alright, we're going to add $500 to the bank right now, and let's go to Michael. He gets himself $300. Alright, what does Ursula spin here? Well, it's $300, but there's only $200 in there, so that's all she gets. So, looks like it's time to add another $500 to the bank. Alright, let's head over to round 3. Alright, $500 for the bank. And Takashi's going to spend $300. And And Michael also spends $300. Alright, back over to Ursula. 500 for the bank. Alright, heading to round 4. $500 for the bank. Takashi lost $300 this time. Alright, Michael spends $500 for the bank. And Ursula's going to spend triple for the bank right there. So right now it is at $6,600, and we're on to round 5. It's also time to change up the wheel a little bit. Alright, 1 versus 3 bank battle. So this is for $6,600. Alright, what are we going to play here? Splash Bash! Oh, this one's fun! Alright, let's go and try to see if we can knock all our opponents into the water here. Oh, we got both Takashi and Michael out. We just gotta try to knock out Ursula. Alright, 10 seconds left. Got it! That is how it's done. Alright. So, we're gonna get ourselves $6,600. And we're up to $7,400 right now. So this time we're gonna add $1,000 to the bank, and it's Takashi's turn. Alright, 4-player bank battle this time. We're only playing for $1,000 here. Alright, this time we're playing Facelift. Alright, who gets to go first? Takashi.
Start.
Was not able to get it on his first try. Let's see how Michael does. Why would you pick that card? That's where Takashi picked right away. Alright, it's my turn. Alright, there's where my first card is. Ah, dang it. That was wrong. We'll see if it will get back to me. You just never know. Alright, Takashi's got a shot at this, and he got it! Oh, wow. That was just a little bit of a hard one to win at right here, but it is what it is. But it's only $1,000 that Takashi is getting right there. Alright, we're gonna add another $1,000 to the bank. Alright, heading over to Michael. $500 for the bank. Alright, Ursula's gonna spin a 1 versus 3 bank battle, so we're playing for $1,500 on this one. Alright, we're playing Flying Fruit. Alright, Ursula's trying to count the lemons. Alright, let's go.
Start.
Ursula's guessing 11 lemons here. Let's see if she's correct. Nope, it was 10, so me and my 2 teammates win. So we're gonna split the $1,500 here that we're getting. So each of us are gonna get $500 there. Alright, we're up to $7,900 right now. And it's once again time to add $1,000 to the bank. Alright, let's go to round number 6. And we're getting $300 there. Alright, now let's see what Takashi spends. He lost half of his money. Too bad. Alright, heading over to Michael. And it's a 4-player bank battle. Playing for $1,700 here. And our next minigame is Shifty Gifts. Alright, this one I should do well at. Alright, here we go. Alright! We just barely held on right there for the win. I'll take that. So we're gonna get $1,700 right there. And now we are up to $9,900. We're adding in another $1,000 to the bank, and let's see what happens with Ursula. She spends triple for the bank. Alright, round 7. Oh, that was a light spin right there. But we are going to get double for the bank, so I guess that was pretty well worth it. Alright, so right now the bank is at $6,000. Let's see what Takashi's going to spin. $500 for the bank. Alright, back to Michael. Alright, it's going to be $500 for the bank right there. Alright, Ursula's turn. She lost half of her money. Alright, we're going into round 8, and it's time to change up the wheel again. Now we got a slight change in the rules. The player last place will choose the minigame for 4-player battles. It's still anybody's game. And there's 3 loose halves right here that are right next to each other. We gotta watch out for those. Alright, double for the bank. So now it is up to $17,200. That's a lot of money up for grabs. Takashi lands on a 1 versus 1 minigame, so if he wins, he'll get half the opponent's money. And he's gonna challenge me. We're playing Springtime. Alright, I'm good at this one. So we should have a very nice chance to win it here. Alright, let's go. Got it! That was very easy. So since I was able to win that minigame, nothing happens here. So we're all gonna keep our money the way it is, and let's go over to Michael. Alright, 1 versus 3 bank battle. So this is for $17,200. Alright, what minigame are we playing here? Pose Robics. Alright, let's see how we do.
Start.
Alrighty, my teammates are out, so it's all up to me. Alright, let's try to focus. Alright, 3 more rounds. Okay, 1 more. Alright, we got it! Glad I was able to do a very good job right there on that mini game. So me and my 2 teammates are going to split the $17,200. Alright, so that puts us up to $15,633. There's only $1 in the bank, so let's add 1,000 more. Alright, over to Ursula, and she's gonna spend 800 for the bank. Alright, round 9. Alright, looks like we are spinning a 4-player bank battle. We're playing for $1,801 here. Alright, so Michael's the one in last place, so he's gonna pick the next mini game. Friendly face-off. Alright, let's go. Alright, we got it! That's how it's done. Alright, $1,801 coming my way. And now we're up to $17,434. We're at another $1,000 to the bank, and it's time to go over to Takashi. And he lost half of his money. Alright, let's see what Michael's gonna spin here. A 1 versus 1 mini game. Alright. He's gonna challenge me. Alright, playing flag foot race. Okay. Let's do this. Oh! Alright, we got it. He didn't even stand a chance against me on that one. Alright, so we're gonna keep our money the way it is. And let's see what happens with Ursula. She lost half her money. Alright, the biggest card is saying at $8,034. And now we're on to round 10. Oh no, I spin a 1 versus 1 mini game. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and challenge Ursula. Alright, we're playing roll to the goal. Alright, this should be another easy one. Alright, here we go. And I win! That was very simple. So since I was able to win that mini game, I do get to take away half of Ursula's money. So that is going to put me up to $19,267. Okay. So anyways, let's head over to Takashi. And he spends double for the bank, so now it's up to $16,068. Alright, Michael's turn. And he's gonna spin a 1 versus 1 minigame. And he's challenging me. Alright, we're playing Jangle Wranglers. Okay. So we just gotta try to get the most sheep on our side here by using the bell to lure them over there. Oh, it's very close right now. But it looks like we tied. So nothing happens there. But then again, even if I would have won, our money would have still stayed the same the way it is. But at least I'm glad we didn't lose it overall. But anyways, time for a 4-player bank battle, and this is for $16,068. Alright, Michael gets to choose the next minigame since he's still in last place. Alright, balloon buggies. Okay. Let's do it. Oh boy! I just ran right into that spike ball. But we got a very nice lead right here, so we should still feel very confident about this. Alright, 5 seconds left. And we win with 28 points. That is fantastic. Alright. So we get the $16,068 out of that. And we are now up to $35,335. We're going to add another $1,000 to the bank, and now we're going into overtime. With round 10 complete, it looks like we're going into overtime. We'll play 10 more rounds until someone wins all the money in the bank. Also, the number of minus segments on the wheel has increased. Oh, come on, get out of that loose hand. Oh, so close. So that's going to make the bank go up to $18,668. Now we're really going to have to be very careful here at the end of the game, because whoever pretty much gets all the money at this rate is going to be the overall winner. This is really going to get interesting. Alright, $300 for Michael there. Alright, let's see what Ursula spends. She lost half her money. Alright, let's go into overtime too. Alright, we spent $800 for the bank. Attack Sheet's gonna spin a 4-player bank bell. We're playing for $19,785 here. So whoever wins this last minigame is gonna be the overall winner, and Ursula's gonna choose the minigame since she's the one in last place. Ram Jam. Alright, let's hope for the best of luck here. Alright, here we go. Yeah! I am a winner! That's what I'm talking about! So we're gonna get the $19,785 there. And I'm the big winner with a total of $37,452. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Glad we were able to pull off a very good win for Nick in the segment right here, especially with how intense it was getting right there in the end. But at least it was nice that we managed to pull it off right there when we did. Alright, so anyways, I'll let you all see the graph right here and what it looked like throughout the entire game. But yeah, I tell you what, that's definitely a great way to pull off a win right there, that's for sure. Alright, so anyways, that is going to do it for Wii Party for the Nintendo Wii as part of my 400 subscriber special for Come and Party with Nick. But we still have 2 more games left to play, and I will see you all for the next segment right after this, so stay tuned.